What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You are here with Guni for the first Champions League preview of this season with the defending European champions, obviously Chelsea Football Club, kicking off their campaign tomorrow against Zenit St. Petersburg. The first step in the defence of the European title. Can we retain the title? Can Thomas Tuchel be written in folklore for the second time and do what no English club has ever done and retain the Champions League trophy? Before we do get into that, make sure you do like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, you get me? Because listen, I think we're less than 1,000, we're less than 100 subscribers away from 2,000 subs. So I know you lot can do it, so help me get there, man. This is growing at a beautiful pace, organic. I'm loving it. I'm loving all the support. I'm loving all the comments. I'm loving all the thumbs up as well, man. So big up all of yourselves. Right, let's get into the main event. Chelsea kickstarting their Champions League title defence against Zenit St. Petersburg in their first competitive meeting between the two sides. The Blues obviously being favourites as we are the current champions of Europe. And not only that, we are on marvellous form. We have picked up another trophy since then. Yes, I'm going to shamelessly say it. We are Super Cup champions. We are in fantastic form. Listen, man. In 4 games, we've conceded 1 goal, and that goal wasn't even from open play. It was a penalty against Liverpool, but we all know how that ended. I'm not going to go too deep into that. If you want to hear that, go back and watch that post-match. But yeah, Chelsea, obviously, Tuchel earning his place in Chelsea's record books, delivering our second Champions League title. Hopefully he can do what people think are the impossible and retain it again. You get me? The German will be he'd immortalise himself. Listen, they'd have to build a statue for Tommy T if we win a second Champions League. But is it something that's realistic? I think so. I think we can do it. I've got a lot of faith in this squad, as you already know. And obviously, with the arrival of man like Bolingoli. Hey, listen, my man cannot stop scoring. The final piece in the puzzle, our goal scorer, our world-class clinical goal scorer, to add to the strength of the current mighty champions of Europe. Chelsea is just, listen, man, we're just stronger than we were last year. So I'm really optimistic going into this tournament. But before we can start dreaming of the impossible, as they say, the impossible, we've got to face what's ahead of us. And Zenit St. Petersburg, they are no mugs whatsoever. Sergi Semek's men are actually unbeaten this season, and nearly 2 months, of sustaining that in the Russian Premier League. Yes, I know it's the Russian Premier League, and a few of you are going to be like, oh, it's a bit of a fisherman's league or rare tear. But nonetheless, listen, to be going as that long, you've got to show some respect, man, and they do have some dangerous men. But we all know, us being champions of Europe and the form that we're on, they have to be more wary of us. They got to be more wary of us, and I anticipate that Zenit St. Petersburg ain't just going to sit down and absorb because they know they're going to get picked apart and this game over. They should be going forward, and they do have the capability to hurt us in the attack. So let's take a look at a couple of Zenit St. Petersburg's danger men. We're going to start off with the one most of us probably know, and that is Malcolm. He was linked to a Premier League move before he made a surprising move to Zenit St. Petersburg. Malcolm, obviously, a forward player, can play on the wings, can even play in attacking mid. Very, very skillful player, very good with the dribble, he likes to beat players one-on-one. He is that guy that will line up a player and will go to beat him one-on-one, can deliver a beautiful cross from either side of the field. So he's going to be a lot to really deal with Malcolm this game. I do believe we've got the tools behind us to do it. He can operate the lines really well. He is also a threat in front of goal. So he is a bit of a full package. Although his decisions in the final third aren't always great. Hopefully he's going to continue with that going into the game tomorrow. But he is not the only threat, because we have to mention his other teammate. We're going to come on to the strikers after him, but his other teammate, who has been absolutely brilliant, the young man Claudinho. He looks like a player. That's a man that looks like he can dictate tempo. He breaks the lines very well. He's a goal scoring threat as well. He can operate on the wings. He can operate down the middle. He's always looking to get the ball. He looks like another player that we need to keep quiet tomorrow as well. Do we have the men to stop him? Absolutely. There's nobody I am scared of. I just thought that I'd highlight 1 or 2 players for you so you can have an idea of what we're coming up against tomorrow. Now we're going to move on to the senior veteran striker, Artem Zubia, who reminds me very much of Oli Giroud. Very big man. His hold-up play looks excellent. He looks like a very technical player. He's finishing as well. He looks like he needs one chance to put it away. He looks like a very tidy finisher. He's got an array of finishes. He looks very good aerially as well. He looks like a very tricky player for a big man as well. Like, he's good with the ball at his feet. So he's quite the all-rounder. Zubia reminds me a little bit of Oli Giroud, so we might see a bit of that tomorrow. And then for the other goal scoring threat, who I think he's I think he's a good player. This is a player that I've heard of and I've seen a few times. YouTube clips don't really do him justice, but from what I've seen, he looks technically very, very good. He looks like he can, listen, his ranges of finishing, some of the volleys that this guy has scored, go back and have a look at them on YouTube if you ain't seen them. He does look like a very good player. He is a threat from distance as well. He can hit them. That kid can hit him, and he's very techy with the ball. He times his runs very well. He looks like he just looks like he knows what he's doing, like he's at such a young age. And he, for me, might be the star man. Like, a lot of people might say Malcolm or Zubia or someone like that, but him, for me, he looks like very dangerous, and it looks like we need to really be closing him down, because like I said, he can hit him from anywhere. He's got the confidence to do it. He's very good with the ball at his feet, very technical in the dribble as well, man. So like I said, there are very good players in this squad. Zenit St. Petersburg have been unbeaten in their league for a reason, and they're not mugs in the Champions League either. They can perform. They can put in a few shot performances. So Chelsea, we've got to be very careful going into this game. But obviously, I've highlighted the dangers of Zenit St. Petersburg. Let me talk about the dangers of Chelsea Football Club, that famous squad depth that I've been talking about. And I can start from anywhere, man. Let's look at the situation with the injuries, though. Chelsea, obviously, we know Christian Pulisic is still out. He's got that injury, that ankle injury. We saw him coming off for the United States with the crutches, so it wasn't looking too good for him. N'Golo Kante apparently is obviously another doubt, a big miss there. Will be interesting to see who Kovacic will be paired up with. Well, I think the obvious answer for that will be Jorginho, who will be expected to return into the midfield after being benched against Villa. I don't think Tuchel was planning to bring him on, but with the shocking 45 minutes that Saúl Ñíguez had, he had no other option. But yeah, I'm expecting to see Jorginho and Kovacic in that midfield. And yeah, man, so really let's get into the game. It's going to be interesting to see who we start. Ben Chilwell seems to be a forgotten man. He's done all right. I mean, like, a lot of people saying, well, he's not going to see as many games now that Frank Lampard's gone. But look, I was one of the first to say that I was a bit skeptical of signing Ben Chilwell. Obviously, he came in, he done an amazing job. I'm very much convinced by him. Could we be seeing him starting in the game tomorrow? I mean, we've got amazing squad depth. I mean, to just bring off Marcus Alonso and bring on Ben Chilwell, it just says it all about Chelsea Football Club. Are we going to see a change in our back three from what we saw this weekend? Obviously, Thiago Silva, he had an amazing game. Trevor Chalobah as well, I thought he had a very good game. Rudiger, as usual, was a rock back there. Will we see Callum Hudson-Odoi in that right wing back position, though? Because now Reece James, obviously, his suspension doesn't carry over to the Champions League, and he will be available. So do we expect to see Reece James start this game? Let me know as well down there in the comments if we do, but that would be my preference. I would love to see Reece James starting there. Do you know what? I've got him kind of early with the lineup, so I might as well just start off. Hey, listen, now that I said lineups, yeah, between the gates, I know a bunch of my subscribers are going to get onto me for this, yeah. I made a horrible mistake in my post-match. I was just so gassed, and I don't know why this man's name came up in my mind. But God forbid, I actually called our Chelsea, our legendary man of steel goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy, by the last Mendy that you want to call him, Benjamin Mendy. We certainly don't want that Mendy. I'm not going to go into that in this channel. Obviously, the case is going on. If you know what you know, obviously speculate as much as you want to speculate, but I ain't saying nothing about that. All I'm saying is Edouard, if by like the 1% chance you do watch these videos, I didn't mean to call you Benji, and you get me. It is what it is. So let's move on from that. Obviously, between the gates, Benjamin, no, not again. Edouard Mendy, yes, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, and in my opinion, he's going to come up to be the best goalkeeper in Europe. Undisputed, obviously, my man between the gates. The back three now, maybe, I think we're going to see a little rotation since we did play on Saturday. Probably you're going to see Christensen back. I think Rudiger will start again. Our third centre-back option, would I like it to be Chalobah? I wouldn't mind, honestly. I wouldn't mind it being Chalobah. So yeah, we're gonna stick young Nathaniel in there. Left wing back, I'm gonna go for Ben Chilwell. We haven't seen him for a little bit. He's got to make an appearance sometime, and I think it will be the Champions League game against Zenit St. Petersburg, where we'll see the return of Ben Chilwell. On the other side, the right hand side, welcome back Reece James into the Chelsea team. He walks straight into that right wing back position, and then obviously I've already told you my midfield pivot, Kovacic, who was incredible masterclass, world-class performance against Aston Villa. And then to partner him, the world-class Jorginho. And our front three, who's going to be up top? I'm waiting for you lot to let me know. Yes, Bolingoli, 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 Bolingoli. Who else? Who else? Who else? It's almost nailed on he's going to score tomorrow. And to support him, I think we might see Timo Werner, and I think, you know what, I reckon Havertz needs a little break because I wasn't too impressed with him against Aston Villa. So I'm going to put Ziyech in this lineup. Is that enough to come away with a win? Absolutely. So I think so. I'm going to go with a Chelsea 2-0 win. Obviously, I've highlighted the dangers of Zenit St. Petersburg. Let me talk about the dangers of Chelsea Football Club, that famous squad depth that I've been talking about. And I can start from anywhere, man. But obviously, I've given you my lineup. Where am I going to start? Lukaku. I don't really need to say much about Bolingoli. You get me? You already know what Bolingoli is about. He is an absolute powerhouse. Give him one chance, one opportunity, he puts it away. Aston Villa was the perfect example of that. How many chances did he have really? And look at his return. And then obviously, if we see Timo Werner, we're going to see him with his positioning. Werner, although he didn't touch the ball, the way he drew out the defenders, that's what he's so good at doing. Is that what we're going to see tomorrow against Zenit St. Petersburg? And then on the other side, you've got Hakim Ziyech, who has been, I mean, before the injury was in fantastic form, hasn't been in terrible form. Can we see more of the Hakim Ziyech before he was injured? Because if we do, we are in for a treat. I'm looking forward to that. Then you've got our two midfield maestros, Kovacic and Jorginho. Good luck, Zenit St. Petersburg, getting past that, because that pivot is just like, you saw the difference in the second 45 minutes. Kovacic in that game was amazing. Beat the press. Just like, look, I've got too many things to say about Kova. If you want to hear the plaudits that I gave him for the Aston Villa game, the video is there. You got to go back and watch that. Obviously, his partner, Jorginho, as well. And if they do get beyond that midfield, they've got to deal with our back five, which has been absolutely stellar. You get me? I don't see them breaking it. They do, like I said, they have got very good attacking talent. I don't see Tuchel taking chances with starting Saul again this game. I do think we're going to be a lot more disciplined with our more familiar midfield pivot. That is going to give our defence a lot more confidence. And obviously, the big man between the gates, Edouard Mendy, just gives everybody that confidence, doesn't it? We have the best goalkeeper in the world in the gates. But listen, man, going into this game tomorrow, my match prediction for it, like I said, 2-0 Chelsea. I'm very confident of a victory, very confident of a clean sheet. I'm very confident that we're going to top the group. I think we're going to see Juventus and we're going to slap them about as well. They're doing horrible in Serie A. I think they're sitting like, I don't know, they're like 14th, 15th or whatever. Let me know down there in the comments. But Juve are in dire form at the minute. This group is for us to win. Onto the group stages, man. Listen, I'm just onto the knockout stages. I just want the group stages to be over. Let's get into the mains of it. You get me? Bring me back my European trophy, and that campaign is going to start tomorrow. Champions League, Chelsea versus Zenit St. Petersburg. Obviously, man's going to do a post-match for that. So make sure you hit that notification bell when that does come out, so you'll be the first to watch it. And you can let me know in your comments just how well we did. If you agree with what I said, also let me know in the comments. If you didn't agree with some of the things that I said, let me know down there in the comments. And obviously, don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Guni, man knows football. Got love you and leave you. Bless.